there's no kind of ambition, no burning desire to do what you ended up doing. And all of a sudden, out of all that background of you, you had a pierced nose and all that sort of stuff, you decide, well, you don't decide, you somehow become an actress.
Well, yeah, I mean, it did kind of happen that way, strangely. I don't remember the pinnacle moment when I said, this is what I'm going to do.
There wasn't a sort of...
I don't think... All I remember is that I suddenly decided that I was going to look in the paper and try and audition for something. But I don't know why and what drove me to it, no.
And then, almost your first big audition that you got the job in the X-Files.
Yeah, it was literally one of the very, very first ones. I mean, to me, I had been, pounding the pavement for a year in New York and then a year in Los Angeles, which is 2 years, a very short period of time for an actor. But when I was in the middle of it, I thought, oh my God, this is hell, I can't do this, this is terrible. And then all of a sudden I got this job on literally a Thursday and flew up and started filming it on a Saturday 2 days later.
And then abducted by aliens shortly after that?
Yes,
because...
over and over and over again.
No, but for the first time, because you were pregnant.
Because I was pregnant.
So
well, what's funny is...
No,
I know. Well, the thing is, at the time, when I got pregnant, it was in the first year of filming. And when you're in something and you have no perspective whatsoever, and everybody was reacting quite in a very big way. And I couldn't understand why this was a child, and it's not until, years later that I think back and I think, what bloody nerve I had to get pregnant in the first year of a series that was proving to be, relatively successful.
But none of you could have known at that time just how extraordinary.
Oh, we had no idea. We thought, we were going up there for a few months to work on something, or maybe a year, maybe two, and. I mean, 9 years is a bloody long time.
It is a long time, and huge, 60 countries and billions of people watching it.
Yeah.
And what brings to you, too, I mean, the kind of fame that you can't have imagined either. You
no.
Can't, I mean...
But the thing is, I mean, the fame aspect of it has never been really something that has been that important to me. And so that aspect of it has also been kind of...
But it would affect your life.
Very much so, yeah. I mean, when I got the job on the X-Files, I had nowhere to live, I didn't have a car. I was on unemployment, and yeah, and yeah.
And what about the business too of you becoming that sex symbol? I mean, you said that you don't let these things bother you, but that again is for a woman. I mean, it's an extraordinary thing to happen to think that you have this figure of male fantasy.
Well, I think it was a mixture of things. It was a mixture of, the whole, secretary in glasses and the suit and, what happens when she takes her hair down, and just the intrigue of that. But, I mean, I never actually really understood it. And then there was a period of time where I went through when it was about probably a year after I had been pregnant and given birth. And I got massive when I got pregnant. I mean, I gained 54 pounds or something, and I'm not that tall. And, so afterwards, and after I'd lost weight and stuff like that, I think I was coming back into my body, and I thought, you know what, I've been on screen, and television adds weight anyway, and I've been this balloon on screen for 2 years practically. I'm going to show, I'm going to show this other side of me. It was also about, showing another side and stuff. So I did do a couple of photo shoots that were a bit more provocative than I might choose to do today at the time. But what's funny too that happens is you end up, when you're young, you end up being kind of thrust into and taken on this path that you don't always feel like you have the right perspective in. Like if I chose now, I probably wouldn't have done some of those because it didn't represent how I felt about myself or how I wanted to necessarily be perceived in the world.